So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. This looks promising. He's shifted it to the flank. Guardiola just loves to go forward whenever he can. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's played through for him. Rodri gets good distance on it. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Thuram gets it clear. Haaland. And here's Havertz. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe! And that was very necessary. Goulet. He's on it, can he get away? Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pedri. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Pedri. And that is expertly dealt with.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Gullit. Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass.
Bullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross to the back post. Punched away. Bellingham! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Hernandez. Havertz. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Threads one in. And a chance! Taken goal again in a trice, and they are soaring.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Sanchez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Half-time getting close now. Now it's Gullit. Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. And Gvardiol. Done delicately. Haaland wins the duel this time. Goulet. Oh, this looks sharp. Tries to pass it through. And he's away. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that's nice. Opts to play it back. And it's half-time here. We'll look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Manchester United ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the game has already resumed here. Arda Güler, shot at goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Güler clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Chooses to take a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Can he get it through? And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Havertz, looking to play him in. Bellingham. Probing pass. Van de Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Havertz. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tries to play it through. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Danger averted for now.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Floated through. And the finish! Yes! And they are cruising away.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated, but if he gets that little bit of space, then...
Vinicius Junior! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Mbappe! And now a sudden chance to counter. Always onto this, and this is Hullet. Vietnam looking to pass their way through, while facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he stop it going out? Ball's gone out of play. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he shoots! Bellingham! That is brilliant! A finish of true class! Manchester United take the lead. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Passing nice and neat. Vieira. So what can they make of this? And this is Hullet. Now it's Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Havertz. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance, surely! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Vietnam really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
De Jong plays it short. Now it's De Jong. And it's Rodri.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Manchester United are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Bellingham, given the lift of his goal. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Ronaldo gets into a good position. Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Güler. De Jong. And he's intervened well there. Could move up a gear here. And here's Bellingham. Güler. Rodri.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now that... It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Manchester United heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Eder Militao. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Now it's Haaland. Foot in. Looking to play him in. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Goulet. Mbappe. And it's Rodri. De Jong goes steaming forward. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Mbappe showing good feet. Chance! He's scored! And right on half-time, that is telling. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal, the difference at half-time. Well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Manchester United head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. Oh, smashing header! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Now it's Havertz. Tries to play it through. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vietnam appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Great vision. Good ball over the top. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Aims beyond the defence. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's good vision. Cristiano Ronaldo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Vinicius Junior. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Just about within shooting range. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was at...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Van de Ven. Hernandez. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rodri. And here's Havertz. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Zanetti. Nice looking ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He shifted it to the flank. Hernandez, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. De Jong. Goulet. To Havertz. And he's been shifted off it. Bellingham. And they're quick to get it back. Gullit running with the ball. That's a delicate pass.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, the movement is slick. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. And the comeback is complete. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Vietnam go into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's worked it through. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Turns and goes back. Hernandez. Nice sequence of passes, this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get on the end of this? Not too much more here than six. And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
Please turn towards the screen.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Arda Güler. Picked out brilliant. Can he finish? And he's done it! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. De Jong knocks it out wide. Played in. Havertz! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And Hernandez chooses to go cross-field. Güler. Güler will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No way through. Eder Militao. Now it's Vinicius Junior. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Vinicius. Havertz! And he has kept it out somehow.
Havertz is offering a wry smile there.
Chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. That is a little undercooked. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, nice touch. Here's... goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And that pass just didn't quite work. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Can he get it through?
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Güler. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Nice a try. Vinicius Junior. Chance, surely! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And they're back on the ball again. Pull it, shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. De Jong. Güler. Havertz. Güler. Pinches it off him. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Now it's Havertz. Rodri with the foul. Goulet. Goulet goes steaming forward.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's made its way to him. Vinicius Junior touches it back. Rodri. Now there's a fine ball. And that was very necessary. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. And we're underway again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Vieira.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Caught offside that time. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So Jim is having a shot! Goal! And the game springs instantly to life.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Could be danger here. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. In with the challenge. Looking to play him in. De Jong. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had it taken off him. Van der Ven makes the interception. Havertz. Goulet, played into space. Vieira. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Shot, surely! No mistake! And they're at it again, in double quick time. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
De Jong. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That is very well defended. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He is through here. Leicester did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Haaland. Now it's Bellingham, and he plays one through. A cracking ball. Ronaldo is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That is good alertness. And that could set him on his way. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Haaland. And that has put paid to that. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's De Jong. Mbappe. And that has been clubbed away. Referee's given a throw. Just eases him off the ball. Looking for a runner. Nicely worked. And he's managed to get free. Pullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Manchester United are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Nice looking ball. Good ball over the top. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, whistle! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets! The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Some really good ball movement.
2 added minutes
Aimed
has
beyond
been
the defence.
indicated.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Goulet. So what can they make of this? And that'll be the final action of the first half. And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rodri. And it's Rodri. De Jong. Now it's Havertz. Shot could be on. He's beaten the last man. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Haaland. Played back in. And that's been intercepted. De Jong. And now the breakaway. Goulet has created one goal already. And it's De Jong. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bellingham, driving through the middle. And this is Hullet, swept in. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
We have
21,
got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number
We have got
16,
ourselves a game here.
Rodri.
What a difference a
Coming on the
half-time
field,
rocket from the manager
number
can make.
4,
This is exactly the
Ibrahimovic.
response he'd be
Number
looking for.
15, Ramos.
Courtois
Substitutions
claims it
taking
without
place.
any fuss.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break.
Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And it's made its way to him. Nesta produces the perfect tackle there. Van der Ven calmly anticipates. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pedri, he has found the way through. No way through, so back it comes. And he's gone looking for safety. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. This looks promising. Pedri. He's on it, can he get away? Chance for a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Martinez is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Donnarumma claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. And he plays one through. He's picked his way through. Good read, needed to be. Goulet, now it's Vinicius Junior. Tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? Great ball, and he's in here. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And a chance!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And here's Goulet. Lovely feet. Martinez receives it in a good position here. Deftly away. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And Hullet! They've done it! And what a climax we have here! Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fair... Big chance! He's scored! More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Mbappe. Lobbed in behind. Rodri. That's a lovely, neat pass. Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. Great vision. He can get that clear. Time added on 4 minutes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like him.
Chiellini, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gullit charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is Ronaldo. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Gullit! Oh, what a save from Van der Sar! And it's Bergomi. Clipped into space. Defending of the desperate variety. Pirlo. Chiellini calmly anticipates.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Toure going full steam ahead down the left flank. Manchester United have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Dembele providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, important interception. Haaland dominates aerially so often. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Stood up well to him there.
Manchester United really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And he's managed to get rid. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Chiellini. Looking for options for movement. And he welcomes it in. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. It's run loose here. Dembele. Dembele carries the ball down the right. Oh, easy pickings there. Rodri. Here's Vieira. And it's Gullit. Van It's not gone well. Dembele. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rodri. And they can counter here. He's had it taken off him. Dembele. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Dembele. He's found a way through. Ronaldinho. And it's Dembele. Pull it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played for Chiellini. Has a look and place it forward. Now it's Hullet. And he's in on Bellingham! Oh, it's hit the post! Pele. And it's Pirlo. And he's forced to go back. Dembele. And it's Pirlo. Now Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldo. And the shot! There it is!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
There's the... He's got full! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
It's a searching pass. That is good alertness.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's been cut out, well played. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Hullet. Chiellini. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. Pirlo. Yaya Toure out towards the flank. Lahm. Good purposeful running this. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Bergomi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's in a great position here. Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Gullit will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And now they can clear their lines. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Haaland. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to...
Great chance! Ronaldo! Superb! About as smooth as it gets. Manchester United are back on level terms. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
Both sides
9,
then taking this chance
Cristiano
to turn to their
Ronaldo.
benches.
Number 14.
Manchester United
Gullit.
grab the equaliser, and
Number
we're all
21.
square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome
Number
should all come
16.
down to finishing.
Rodri.
Can he get onto
Coming on
this?
the field. Number 4. Ibrahimovic.
That's a decent
Number
clearance.
10, Vieri. Number
Don't you just love the
11,
level of intensity
Lukaku.
here? Neither is
Number
prepared to back
15,
down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Number 19, Schneider. Substitution.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Lahm. Lahm. He is through here. Lovely bit of skill. And this is Bale. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Now it's Bale, and he's found a way past. He's had a shot! Now that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Cleared without hesitation. 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lahm. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice control. Schneider gets into a good position. Oh, what a climb! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
Currently being displayed on the screen.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity.
Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He is through here. Good read, needed to be. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Manchester United disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Ambitious ball here. And Messi! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Stood up well to him there. Knocks it into space. Oh, what a mistake! Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Great chance! Same again, same outcome.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham, can he get it through? Now this could be a... Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good ball, good take. And this is Hullet, and it's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Goes for a shot! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And this is Hullet. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Oh, that's a key interception. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. Zanetti. Pass somewhat off target. Manchester United have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Hullet. Bullish header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Vieira. And here's Hullet. And Hullet!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Vieira. And it's Vieira. And it's made its way to him. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Mbappe. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Rodri. Over to the other side. Caught offside that time. And he's well positioned here. Shot, surely! It's in! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now it's Hullet. Not the most accurate pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Antonetti. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking to play him in. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
3 minutes added time.
Looking for options for movement. So what can they make of this? Well, that pass isn't the best. Driven forward. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Manchester United head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we're off again. Threads one in. This looks promising. There's the chance! In for the pieces! And he hits the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
We have ourselves a real game here. And the shot! And he gets rid in a hurry.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Bellingham, and here's Hullet. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Nedved. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. He's got away. Nedved crosses. Big header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he cuts out the supply. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There's a sharp little ball here. Gullit could try cutting inside here. In by Gullit. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, easy pickings there. Now then, the ball's come loose. Gullit aims beyond the defence. He has found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now there's a chance for a shot! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 9.
So, time for changes
Cristiano
on
Ronaldo.
both sides, actually.
Number 21.
So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from
Number
here?
14.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Bellingham. Number 16.
Schneider.
Rodri.
Vieri.
Coming on the field. Number
Oh, that's well
4.
spotted.
Ibrahimovic.
Played into space.
Number 11.
No, that was never going to
Lukaku.
make it.
Number 15.
Now it's Vieri.
Paredes. Number 10. Vieri. Number 19.
Can he get on the end of this?
Substitution in progress.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United are looking to break at pace. He's through here. Rudiger getting this one clear. Ibrahimovic.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change.
Real chance! No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. And here's Gullit. Vieira.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Played out towards the right wing. And he's straight offside. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nedved in towards the back stick. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. So their 4th corner of the game. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now the ball's gone astray.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
It's come to nothing. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's run loose, and one more try.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
2 added minutes.
Tries a shot! He scores! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So all square... And time is up. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.